Hello, my tribe. Everybody out there in YouTube land. Wanted to talk to you today about the sword. Is a sword useful in SHTF? And if so, what is its place? I always wanted a sword. I think what pushed me over the edge to buy one was The Walking Dead. But no, they're not useful. Yeah, I know they never run out of bullets, but we're not going to be facing zombies. That's sorry, that ain't gonna happen. But the whole thing about the sword is not what I didn't want to talk about. A sword itself. I cannot see any use for it other than, gee whiz, look what I got. I don't know. Maybe it's okay for chopping fruit. Other than that, I don't see a use for it. It's just dead weight. But there's something else about that. And I'll talk about it as a scriptural reference in that in Matthew 26:52, Christ tells Peter, after Peter pulled his sword out and hacked a guy's ear off, he said, put up your sword, for don't you know that if you draw the sword, you die by the sword? I'm pretty sure that's where live by the sword, die by the sword phrase came from. The point he was trying to make to Peter is that if your solution to problems is violence, you will perish by violence. It doesn't have to be a sword, it doesn't have to be a gun. It can be anything. If you're a violent person, you will probably die violently. And I don't think that's what most people want to live their lives as. You have to be a dangerous person. You do. It is very important to be dangerous and that people understand that you are dangerous and that you are capable of great violence. Then you must restrain that capability greatly. It can only be a last resort. And if you're getting into violence to make it through the days of SHTF, you've done a lot of things wrong. My friend, you've done a lot of things wrong. It is not wrong to have a sword or the sword of the day, a semi-automatic hunting rifle. Christ also said, if you don't have a sword, sell your cloak and buy one. But there's a point where you go overboard. And I'm not just talking about gearheads, right? I'm there too. I love gear. But gear doesn't save you. Knowledge does. And knowledge needs to be applied very early on. In particular, your plans for where you're going to be. I keep harping on that because there's an awful lot of truth in that, is that if you don't live in a city, you don't have city problems. And that's going to be multiplied greatly when SHTF happens. You don't want to be in built up areas. So use your noggin ahead of time so that you don't have to get into a situation where you've got to pull out the violence card. Because somebody comes along and they got a better hand than you and you lose. And it's probably going to happen a whole lot faster than you think it's going to happen. Anyway, that's what I got today is live by the sword, die by the sword. Plan properly so you don't have to be pulling that sword out. You don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. It doesn't have a happy ending. Even if you win a bunch of fights, it's not going to have a happy ending because you're not going to like what you had to live through. Anyway, that's what I got at the moment. So plan to not have to pull the violence card. Think about that. Think about it hard. Are you in a place, are you painting yourself into a corner where violence is going to be your answer? If it is, get a better playing hand. Have a better plan. God bless you all. Take care. Talk to you later. Bye.